Hi everyone, this is Vedike Manedhargal. In this video, we are going to speak about one topic which is relevant for people who are into business or startups. What are the things you should avoid? What are the mistakes you should avoid when you are applying for a bank loan? That is a topic which we are going to discuss today. Normally, when bank loans are one of the safest sources of funding, and under different government schemes. As graduates, you will be eligible for a higher quantum of loan with a subsidy. So while applying for a bank loan, what are the mistakes you should avoid? There is a popular myth that when you apply for a bank loan, you never get. But what are the mistakes that you can avoid from your end so that you qualify? So what is under your control? First you need to fix them. So there are 3-4 reasons which I am going to share, which is a product of research across the globe. When you are a first time entrepreneur, when you go and apply for a bank loan, what is that the banker has to verify? He has the ability to verify only your personal credentials. So when you are going for a startup for the first time to a bank loan, he will look at your personal credentials, your personal credit score, to determine whether you will be able to pay the business loan also. So when that is the case, you should not underestimate the value of your personal credit score. So when you decide to start a business, make sure your personal payments are also done on time and you are able to keep up your credit score in a decent level. And the second biggest mistake which people make is they apply for a wrong loan, that is like a wrong scheme. They try to I have done this mistake. Instead of going for another loan, I have gone in for a personal loan which was at a higher rate of interest, but that was something which I couldn't decide because of lack of information. So do some research about what is the scheme which you are applying for. Try to talk to people, in the bank, people in the industry, so that you will be do some web search, get some advice from a good financial consultant or an auditor, so that helps you to decide which type of loan to avail. So right loan for the right person is something which is a correct fit. Third is, many people expect bank loan without a proper collateral or a plan. See, why do banks ask for collateral? Is it is a safety stock for the bank when there is a default in the repayment. So when you don't have a collateral, you should have a workable plan of paying back. So when the banker evaluates the pros and cons of lending a loan to you, he will definitely look at, if your business fails, what is the plan B you have to repay the loan. So if you have assets, that is something which he can look at for repayment. So at the initial stages of the startup, the personal loan or the cash loans which are being given, that is something which people look at. So those loans need to be repaid by the personal credibility of the entrepreneur. So that is something, if you go without a collateral or without a plan to pay back, a clear plan to pay back, you cannot say I will discover it on the way. That is not a answer for a banker. So you need to understand that, and you should have a plan to pay the bank. And some people wait for a long time to approach a banker. They will find a reason why they should not go to a banker. That is like banks do not entertain they do not entertain startups. These schemes are only for rural areas, something like that. Something will keep blocking their mind. We always look for some fancy investments when it comes to startups. Not necessarily. There are some very good schemes under which banks are encouraging startups. So you should build a relationship with the banker by having an account, making frequent visits, send him updates about your business. If you are getting new customers, keep the banker informed. Have a meeting with the banker on and off. Though everything is digital, walk into a bank and meet the manager. Try to understand his queries. Maintain your bank account clean and transparent, so that you will be able to build this thing with the banker, relationship with the banker. So when you go for the first time with a loan without meeting the banker for the past 2 years, you suddenly go and say I have been transacting with you on digital for 3-4 years. Still there is a factor which doesn't have the credibility in the minds of the banker. So building a credibility is building trust is a process which takes a period of time. So you need to go to a bank often, and it makes a lot of sense. Bank finance is certainly needed even for big corporates. So why not build a proper relationship with the banker? He will direct you to the right sources. Sometimes the banker also will notify you some good opportunities which are coming up. So don't hesitate to walk into your bank, talk to the bankers, understand what is going on there. Though you are not immediately availing for a loan, try to understand what are the loan products that the bank offer, which are the things which will work to your advantage. Have a good discussion, take an informed decision. It is possible if you avoid these mistakes. Don't underestimate your personal credit score value. Don't apply for a wrong type of loan. Don't expect a loan without a collateral or a plan to pay back the bank. Don't wait too long to approach a banker. So these are the things which you need to keep in mind for a successful bank collaborative finance. All the best. Hope this video was useful for you. Please share it with your friends who are having startup ideas. Please do subscribe for Vedike Manadharagal to get instant updates. Click the bell icon and ask for the notification so that you don't miss out on important videos which we share.